In Life Between Buildings, Jean-Pierre explores how public life is shaped by the spaces between buildings rather than the buildings themselves. A central concept in the book is his classification of outdoor activities into three main categories: necessary activities, optional activities, and social activities. Each type responds differently to the physical environment, offering critical insight for architects and urban designers. These include tasks people must do regardless of whether of setting like going to work, shopping or waiting for transport. While these activities occur no matter the environment, their quality can be greatly improved by good design. A pleasant street, for instance, can make a routine commute more enjoyable, turning a due obligation into a more meaningful experience. Optional activities are voluntary and highly depend on environmental quality. Examples include strolling in a park, sitting on a bench, or enjoying the sun. These activities rarely happen in unattractive or poor maintained spaces. Well-designed public areas, on the other hand, invite people to spend time outdoors, enriching the overall vibrancy of urban life. Social activities occur through direct or indirect interactions between people, such as chatting with neighbors, watching others, or children playing together. These interactions often emerge alongside necessary or optional activities. They are spontaneous and their frequency depends heavily on how a space allows people to see and connect with each other. According to Gale, cities should encourage these informal encounters to foster community and social cohesion. Gale argues that the quantity and quality of outdoor activities reflect the quality of the public environment. In the lifeless spaces, only necessary activities happen and people tend to leave quickly. But in well-designed, welcoming places, optional and social activities flourish. People stay longer, engage more, and contribute to a more vibrant public life. Life between buildings is, as Gale puts it, where the true life of a city unfolds. It's not just about structures, but about how people use the space between them, how they move, interact, and connect. His activity model gives designers a clear framework to create spaces where people don't just pass through, but choose to stay engaged and belong.
Talks about the deep connection between humans and places. A place is not just a space or location, it also has meaning, character, and spirit. Using Heidegger's example of a bridge, we see that a structure doesn't just connect physical things, it helps reveal their meaning and turns a space into a real place. So architecture's true purpose is to show the hidden meanings of a place and give it identity. Places can change over time, but their spirit, called genius loci, doesn't always disappear. The spirit gives a place its spatial feeling and identity. Over time, artists and thinkers have talked about this spirit, showing how important it is in every life and culture. Living in a place or dwelling includes two things: knowing where you are, orientation, and feeling connected to that place, identification. In modern life, people often focus only on orientation, like reading maps or finding addresses, but forget to form emotional bonds with places. This causes people to feel lost or disconnected.
Feeling connected starts in childhood, throughout memories, sounds, colors, and experience. This shapes how we see the world. So our identity is built not just by who we are, but where we are. That's why people often say, I am from New York, or I am a Roman, to describe themselves. It shows place is a port of identity. Even the word to dwell means more than just to live. In old languages, it means to stay peacefully, to be safe, and to be at home. Heidegger says that to thoroughly dwell means to live in a place where you feel protected, calm, and familiar. In the end, architecture isn't only about making buildings. It is about helping people feel at home, helping places show their meaning, and creating strong bonds between people and their environments. Real freedom comes not from having no roads, but from truly belonging somewhere.
According to Norman Schaus, the spirit of the place artists form both the physical, environmental, and how people perceive and relate to it. Without human perceive and interception, the meaning of place remains incomplete. Gallo focuses on how public space come alive toward human activities. Even a well-designing space lacks inventory if it is not actively used. For conclusion, physics, design, and human activities are interdependent. One without the other connect, create, and meaningful sense of space. Let's talk about what matters more: the urban identity, a place's inherent essence, or its lived experience. Norbert Schaus emphasizes a space, a sense rooted in nature, history, and form. Gerald Wallace, how people use and experience space daily. For conclusion, both are important, but in contemporary urban life, lived experience plays a more central role in shaping identity. A place's character provided context, but real identity emerges through human interaction.
Gell and Schulz both think that modern city design has problems. They say that modern architecture doesn't help people feel connected to places. Gell says modern cities aren't made for people. The streets are too big and public spaces are empty. People only walk through, they don't stop or spend time. Because of this, social life becomes weaker. Gell believes that cities should help people meet, talk, and enjoy being outside. Schulz talks about the spirit of place or genius loci. He says that every place has a special feeling and architecture should show this feeling. A building should match the nature, history, and culture of the place. Then people can feel that they belong. Their ideas are similar, but their solutions are different. Gels gives simple real-life ideas. He suggests benches, walking streets, and places where people can stay and relax. Schulz gives more philosophical ideas. He thinks buildings should help people understand the meaning of a place. To sum up, Gell focuses on how people use the space, and Schulz focuses on what the space means. But both agree a good city must help people feel connected to their environment.
Small-scale design interventions, especially in historical areas, can preserve the genius loci of the place while also increasing the social liveliness emphasized by John Gale. According to Christian Norberg Schulz, genius loci is the atmosphere that creates the spatial and cultural identity of a place. This identity can be sustained by preserving the connection that the place has established with its past. In this context, interventions that are sensitive to the original texture and material characteristics of the place offer the opportunity to reinterpret it without disturbing its spirit. On the other hand, Gale argues that the way people use outdoor spaces are directly related to physical environment. Human-scale arrangements such as seating areas, narrow streets, semi-public transitions areas, relative public life and encourage social interactions. Therefore, small-scale design decisions that take into account the identity of the place both maintain meaningful connection established with the past and make the spatial livable and shareable responding to today's social needs.